Welcome back. This is Kenny with another Atomic Shop update, and we've got a lot to get into today, so this video will be a tad longer than usual, but let's hop right into it. So the first big thing we have in the Atomic Shop is the Vault Atrium. Now the Vault lobby is free for everybody, so I'm not going to bother showcasing that since you can pick that up and run around in it inside yourself, but we'll look at this Vault Atrium shelter. Now, both the Atrium shelter and lobby have the same doors that allow you to go into it. The Atrium is 1,800 atoms to pick up. And so here's the two different doors, exactly the same for both. So the lobby is over there, and here's the Atrium. So let's hop right inside here. The load time going into it, of course, thankfully is quick, and you can fast travel out of it anywhere on the map, which is convenient. It's about the same size internally as the lobby, just kind of a maybe slightly bigger, but just a different shape, of course, being lengthwise versus a kind of sideways, and a little bit more floor space, I would say, than the lobby. Now, you know, you're able to snap things to the wall, to the floor, or place them freely, but thankfully they did set it up where you can snap wall panels here, as you can see, to cover up that debris in case you're trying to go for a different aesthetic. And this one is 3.5 units tall, wall units tall, as you can see. I measured that up. And with this landing up here, thankfully, you can just snap the walls right over. They flushed that out pretty nicely, so do appreciate that. And we'll go ahead and take a look up at the little overseer's office up here. I was able to snap everything to the walls and ceilings like normal. And this one's about 1.5 walls tall. There is no glass in this. I thought it was a glass window, but it's just open. So, I mean, I suppose that's actually could be useful for some very specific designs some builders might have with using that hole there. But it would be nice to see some kind of maybe treat that as a door, so you can snap a window door into it or something, just to have something in there. But anyways, that pretty much sums this up. I don't suspect I'm going to use these larger ones too often in my builds. If anything, I'll just be using that small utility room, put all my workshop stuff in there to save up budget up top, so I can have more fun with my creative design on the surface. Alright, so now we're going to look at that Vault Catwalk. It's the Shelter Catwalk bundle for 1,500 atoms. And I definitely have some issues with the Catwalk, which we'll get into here. I'll start with the good, though. So we have the 4 different types of floors. I love this red one, this kind of swirling pattern. If you line it up pretty nice, it makes it so it doesn't look like it's kind of a repeating floor from one tile to the next. So I do kind of like the look of that. We have checkers here, different style there. We've already, of course, have a few different checker designs, but always good to get a new color in there. And we have these purple ferns here. Definitely like the look of those. And the last one we have is this kind of modern tile. Lots of modern stuff here. I can see these modern houses having a lot of fun with a lot of these designs. And of course, the wallpapers in the back, you can see the different colors. Those are over in the special section here. You can pick those up. And there's the free shelters poster. So all of the items in the Vault or in the Shelter Catwalk bundle you can pick up separately, except the Catwalk itself. But all of the floors are 500 and the other 4 are 300, so that's worth noting. All right, and so here's your wall shelves. Now they're under the, I think it was the displays section. Let me double check that. Nope. Oh, shelves. Sure. So they do hold a decent amount of stuff on them, so they're able to work out nicely for all that. Here's one problem, though. If you try to put wallpaper on, it's going to make that all disappear. So be sure to put your wallpaper up first before you put the shelves on. So worth noting. Next up, we have the Atrium light here, which is all of the illuminated signs. You have various different words. Overseer, exit area, stuff like that. Now, they don't require light. In fact, if I turn this light off, or actually the light is already off, so you can see they just have a very faint glow to them. So I do like them aesthetically, but one issue I have is you can't snap them to a ceiling. They have to go to a wall, even though there's a flat surface there. So that's a bit annoying that they wouldn't do that, as you can see. But then again, it just highlights the issue I have with all we have are wood ceilings, and we don't have ceilings properly in the game. All right, next up we're going to look at the circle and long fluorescent lights. I love the look of them. They've got a nice kind of clean look. And I did place the other fluorescent light we've had for a while right next to it. So you can see it's about a foot longer. And of course it doesn't hang down like the other one. But they are pretty bright lights. And next up we have the potted tree here. It's about a wall and a half tall. So it's a bit bigger than I was expecting. But if you have a vaulted ceiling, as you can see here, you can place that in there just fine. And let's see, next up would be the catwalks. Yes, not a fan of these catwalks. You pretty much, they're very glitchy. You cannot snap the L shape. Once you've done one L shape, I mean, you cannot snap any more to it. There's the L shape one, there's the long one, the medium, and the short section. You can't snap it. You just can't. And then when I tried to build up off of this, let's say, get that there. Okay, so then I'll snap my L there. But this medium one, which should be able to go in between them, doesn't snap at all. So that's really frustrating. So I'm not a fan of these catwalks, and because they are the only thing in the bundle that is not purchasable separately, then it's kind of pointless to get the bundle unless you really want everything and maybe pray that they fix whatever issues they're having with these catwalks. I mean, I love the look of them, but short of just having a straight up catwalk, and you can snap them off to the foundations. But again, short of just having a basic catwalk that goes up and down, you're not going to be able to do much with it functionally. So anyways, that wraps up today's Atomic Shop. So the poll of the week here, the Ken poll, it will be the final Ken poll of 2020, and Fallout 76 Season 2 just wrapped up here, and I'm curious how you guys did compared to Season 1. Did you beat it quicker by a week or more? Were you within a week either way? Were you a week slower, or did you not finish at all? Even if you paid Adams to go to finish, just let me know how you did. I will put the link to that Twitter down below. And also, regarding the shelters, since I'm not going to be doing any larger shelter videos, I will put a link to CaptnBeardy's YouTube channel down below. He did a pretty good little 7-minute video on the shelters, and so be sure to head on over his way and check that out. Other than that, folks, I will see you in the wasteland. Take care.